What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about foam rolling. Should you do it? If you like to foam roll, then yes, you should foam roll because it feels good. There's a little bit of science to say that foam rolling can help support a very short-term increase in flexibility. So the way that I like to say it is, if my clients like to foam roll, if they like the way it feels, then yes, we're going to take 2 to 5 minutes, not even that, usually on their own time, where they're going to knock that out first, so that then we can increase our range of motion, so that we can have more range of motion to work with within the dynamic warm-up that we hit after. Foam rolling also can be shown to increase a little bit of blood flow, a little bit of lymphatic drainage, so it's not going to be bad for you by any means, but it will be if you're wasting your time by spending a lot of time on that foam roller. So at most, you're 5 minutes on the foam roller. I mean, I'm talking 30 seconds to 2 minutes usually. And I'm going to show you the routine that I do if I'm feeling extremely tight within my hips. That's usually about the only spot. I might hit my lats as well if my shoulders are super tight. So I'll show you what that looks like. But it's super fast, and like I said again, it's in order to increase my mobility short term, so then I can get into my movement, so I can get into my mobility. And that is where I'll really see the gains that will help me gain strength, gain mobility, all that great stuff that will be more long term. This foam roller, just like the vibrating guns, the percussion therapy devices, the HyperVolts and all that stuff, those are great, don't get me wrong, but again, extremely short-term stuff. So if it makes you feel good, by all means, let's rock it. So this is what I would do. I always start with my glutes, and by doing so, I just sit down here. Let's start with my left leg. So I'm just gonna focus on my left leg for both my glutes, my IT band, my TFL, all that stuff down the side, and then we'll hit the hamstrings and the hip flexors. So I'm just going to make a figure 4. So I cross my ankle over my knee, and I'm going to focus on this left glute. I'm going to flip over to one side just like so, and I'm going to tilt so that my glute is on stretch and on top of this foam roller. Okay, just like so. And then I can play with it. I'm not going to roll back and forth on it, but what I am going to do is try to open or close that knee towards me and lengthen that glute, and then shorten it back and forth. Lengthen, and then shorten it back and forth. And then right from there, what I'm going to do is rotate more towards the side, so then I can get more on my TFL and on the side, the adductors of my hip. And right now, all I'll do is bring my right foot up in front, that left leg is out straight, and again from here, I'm just trying to create pressure. I'm not going to roll back and forth. Go to this side for you. I'm not going to roll back and forth, that's not going to do as much, but that pressure, just pressing down, finding that tense spot, finding that trigger point, and then just creating that pressure, hanging out here for a second, maybe rolling side to side, that's great. But rolling up and down isn't going to do much for you. Again though, it's one of those things, if you feel like it feels good, if you feel like it gets you into that mode of being able to get more mobility later, by all means, roll with it. So then I'd roll down my leg, more my IT band, and right from here is where I start to add motion into it. So I get on the side of my leg, and then I'll just take my leg through flexion, extension, find spots that are tight. This is the part that sucks. And then just work my way down. Once I get to the end of my IT band, towards my knee, I would just rotate all the way over onto my quad. So now it's on my quad, and I'm gonna bend. Let's flip around. So now I'm on my quad. I'm going to flex my knee, so I bend and then extend. I bend it and then I straighten it. Find another tight spot, bend and straighten, just like so. Again, just applying pressure, not rolling back and forth. And then of course, get all the way up into your hip flexors. And I like to move the foam roller all the way to one side so I can really sink into that. Last one you would do is your adductors, so the inside leg, just like so. So now you gotta bend your leg here so you can hit the inside of your leg like that. Again, you can straighten it and then bend. All right, that's all I would do for my legs. I normally don't go to my hamstrings. If you want to go to your hamstrings, just lay on top of it on the back of your leg. That's great. So right here with your lat, like I said, if my shoulders are feeling super tight, I'll get my lats. And from here, I just lay on it on my side, find that tight spot, and I go through what I would do like with the chin up or lat pull down. Reach, and then drive that elbow into my sides. Reach, and drive that elbow down, all the way up. Just create motion, and you can even go into the back side of your scapulas. All right, guys, like I said, if you like the way foam rolling makes you feel, by all means do it. It can provide a temporary increase in blood circulation so that you can then temporarily increase flexibility to get into your dynamic warm-up and then your full workout. Hope that helps. Have a great day.